This isn't a set that I put together, that just happens to be there. Yeah, alright, well there it is. This is another segment of On the Cans with Mergo. Not on the can or the cans, these cans.
Got it.
And I've got another person here today who's selected, and maybe you can introduce yourself.
Yep, Peter Maher. I am the secretary of the Ep4 Rifle Association of Australia.
Oh, well done. Yeah. Thank you for doing that.
Yes.
For all of us.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
I know. Look, you'll settle into it in 5 years just before you resign.
Excellent.
Look here, Pete. This idea really came about because I'm starting to feel, that, and I think all of us in the executive are starting to feel that there is a bit of a deficit on the side of thanking our sponsors and gathering this information for what is going to be, in my opinion, quite a momentous sort of movement for us going across to Bisley. So let's just kick off with the standard questions. How long have you been shooting 303 rifles?
Shooting 303s, I think it's probably been the last 10 years, and I think the last 5 or 6 is when it's kind of picked up as my main sport that I'm participating in.
Yeah, well, and that would align with your membership of LIRA. You've been a member for 5 years.
I've been a member for 5 going on 6 years, that's right.
You were almost in that top intake, first intake.
Yeah, that's right. Number 16 I was, 016.
Wow.
Yep.
All right, mate. So we're going across to Bisley, and there is obviously, in this the Bisley 24 sort of invasion, the Imperial, Operation Imperial.
Yep, Operation Imperial, that's exactly what it is.
There's a lot of organising. There's a lot of things that we have to get to do. There's a lot of people who still have to, find their roles, and primary among those, I think, is there's a lot of fundraising that we would like to achieve,
definitely,
to offset the cost of going. We've all self-funded.
Yep.
But obviously, it'll be good to offset that cost, and also to represent the people. I think, predominantly of Australia. Let's not talk about it, but mostly the West. These rifles that we're taking come from the West.
Definitely, and I completely agree. A lot of the rifles that we do use were previously issued to a lot of the military districts that are in New South Wales.
Yeah, righto. I always like to just mention that, transcontinental shooting and the amount of work they're doing to accommodate us, in particular Raf Jar, who's bending over backwards, the LIRA over there, obviously, and the NRA over there are really coming on board. I know a few guys are really putting their hand up and getting enthused about this Aussie team that's coming over. How do you think you're going to go?
Honestly, I think we'll be competitive. I really do. I think that the amount of skill within the club and just the level of competitiveness, but even just the scores that have consistently been climbing throughout the years, I think puts us right up there with some of the better shooters over in England. Definitely. Myself, not sure. It really depends on the effort and the work I'll put in over the next couple of months, or the next 12 months, but I do believe that we'll do well.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I've said this to a few guys, we shoot within a club or within this little microcosm of people who still use the number 1 Mark III God's own rifle, and we never really compete against other people using it, so we don't know.
Yeah.
We could get there and be mediocre. We could get there and find that we're actually on some sort of a reasonable level. We could get there and be shocking, but thankfully we're not in a class with the number 4 rifle.
No,
the
definitely
imposter,
not. I completely agree. I don't know why they let that on the range, to be honest, but
I don't know.
We'll see how they go.
It means something to someone, doesn't it?
That's exactly right.
All right, well, that's another episode, I suppose, another segment or whatever we call it, of On the Cans. And Peter, thanks for for all the effort that you put in.
Yep.
And we'll continue to do. And let's hope that this little initiative, our little YouTube initiatives, reach a broader audience, and that we can get people on board and enthusiastic about coming on the journey.
Oh, I completely agree. There's million people that are obviously doing a lot of work behind the scenes, so thank you for that. And you know, huge shout out to those that have been supporting us the last couple of years. You know, Complete Crane Electrical in Canberra have absolutely been phenomenal. You know, Condo Milling have been absolutely phenomenal. They've been from the very beginning. They've supported us. You've got Paul Finn with Claremont Firearms has been on board. You've got Marty Burke, who's Gun Pro in Dubbo. Absolutely fantastic as well. Have all been unbelievable.
T-Bone shipwriting,
oh,
you know?
Huge thing. T-Bone will be overlooking all of our rifles, and a lot of the members here have all have got his work shooting down range, which has been absolutely fantastic. And we couldn't thank all of those people enough, because they've really given us a bit of a stepping stone over the last couple of years to really push us in the direction we're going.
All right. Well, Pete, thanks very much. I think we'll wrap that one up, and hopefully we'll have a chat again soon.
Definitely, mate. Have a good one.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.